and yard walk today. Now, doing these, we try to do these every couple months, basically, as things change around the yard. New inventory comes in, things get moved around, shifted around, things like that. And it's been a few months since we've done one. We needed to get one scheduled in. And usually this time of the year, it's extremely difficult to do lives because of the heat. These phones heat up so bad that you're on 5, 6, 8 minutes and the phone locks up. It's got to cool down. So typically we have to do them early in the morning. Well, today it is the 4th of July, and in Kansas it's typically about 103 right now. But today, as you can see, it's overcast. We've got some breeze, so I'm hoping the phone doesn't overheat on us and lock up almost immediately. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Plus, hopefully the breeze keeps the mosquitoes down, because we've got terrible mosquitoes. So hopefully the breeze keeps the mosquitoes off of me while we're doing this. So you're probably going to hear some wind noise, but bear with us. We're going to try to do it just because the weather's going to let us get it done today, hopefully. Check out some new things happening around the yard. As always, I'll be happy to show you something on here. These are self-guided or viewer guided. You tell me what you want to see, we'll head over towards that vehicle. If there's a particular part you're interested in, be more than happy to show it to you. Cream City Pete's here with us. But as far as the details, pricing, shipping, do you need the fender, do you need the trim, do you need the inner fender, all that stuff. Numero uno, number one's here. Leo's on, Matt's here with us. Call me after we get done to get into the specifics. We usually get a pretty decent crowd on here, and it's not fair to everybody else. We sit here and talk about where you need this shipped to and how we're going to do all that. So John made it. Glad you're excited, John. So so that's kind of how we do them. Viewer guided. You let me know what you want to see. Hey, there's JP. And we'll start wandering around. But anyway, like I said, it's been a few months, so don't know if very many people are going to be able to get on today. I know on a holiday it's kind of weird. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes everybody's busy. You just never know. But since we've been needing to squeeze one of these in, some of you guys have been asking about doing one. I told you we'd get one worked in. And like I said, the wind may be a little bit bothersome. I did mic up. I've got an external mic. Hopefully that kills part of the wind. But we'll see what happens. Crawfish from Arkansas is here with us. Steve's made it. So anyway, there goes some hearts. The one Canadian's here. 64 Chevy's getting a 64 or getting a Laurentian delivered on Monday. That sounds cool. That's a good place to start. Number one, we can head back that direction. The hearts are already flowing. So let's go ahead and start wandering. Sweet. Nothing like some free garage art there, Matt. All right, let's head back towards some 64 Chevys. You guys let me know what you want to see as we're going. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we may not have hardly anybody jump on. Everybody may be busy today. We may have a great crowd. You never know. So let's start wandering. I've been moving some stuff around, trying to get some things organized. Had a lot of stuff been coming in lately. A windshield for a 4-door post. I'm surprised you can't buy that new. I don't know how you could ever ship one of those, number one. Bump side. Ford pickup, Matt. Pete's here with us. Let's go ahead and flip this around and start wandering. You've probably seen enough of me. You can see where I was moving some stuff around this morning. Getting some things reshuffled. I was moving a bunch of internationals around as I've been building out the Ford section as well as the international section. That would be a lot of duct tape to ship that. Ralph's here with us. Luke is here. This area that we're getting into is going to be 59 to 70 full-size GM. You can see a lot of Pontiacs in here. 40 Chevy truck front clip. I do not have a complete one, southernmost Illinois. I've got one shell, and it depends on what you need on fenders. Depends on which fenders you need. So there's a bunch of Chevrolets here. They are not sorted like my Pontiacs are. As you can see, my Pontiacs are pretty much all in order in this 59 to 70 window. But I'm dumping a lot of Chevys back here just because this is where they're going to go. Then we started with Buick. Here's a 63 Bel Air, 64 Bel Air, 63 Impala. Another 63, 64 wagon. Hey, there's Bill Disc. I do not have any of that stuff, number one. No, I don't have any of that stuff. So there's a few of them. A few more over here. So anyway, on the 40 Chevy truck front clip, like I said, I've got a grill shell. It is in storage, but it is just the shell. And depends on what we want to see on front fenders on that one. If you want to let me know, we can try to work some of that in too as well. Otherwise, we're just kind of wandering. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I hope the wind isn't too terribly bad. In fact, there's a 39 right there. There's some front fenders right there for a pickup. Hello, Bunny Rabbit. Got a little friend out here with us today. What's up, little Bunny Rabbit? Perfect. Glad you got the wind isn't bothering you guys. I do not have any 68 Vista Cruisers. A and a 59 Rambler front grille. Ugh. I may have 159 back over here we can swing by. Hello, little buddy. What's up, little buddy? We'll just go on around you. It's okay. Here's 39 front fenders. They're one of them's really rough. The other one's fixable. Let's wander around back here. I don't remember if this is a 59 Rambler back here or not, but we're not terribly far away from it, so we'll just head that direction. Appreciate that, Leo. Of course, it was missing the A, of course. Yep, that's usually the way it goes. All right, there is a Rambler back in this area that is about that era, but I honestly haven't looked at it in quite a while, so we'll head that direction. We're back here anyway. Oh, there goes the mosquitoes. In case you hear a slap and a jolt, it's because it's a mosquito. There's another one. I hope it looks smooth, you guys. It looks kind of choppy on my camera. Well, whatever it is, there's no nose left in it. Russell's here. No, that's just a junk one. It's not. It wasn't the one I was driving. So no nose left in this one at all. Okay, good. No problem, John. Good. Glad it looks okay. I just noticed it was getting kind of choppy on my end, so I was hoping it was looking smooth on your guys' end. Kind of a miscellaneous area of stuff that's been coming in over the last couple of years that hasn't been sorted. There's that old 38 GMC camper thing. One. Torino Squire wagon. '9C1 Caprice, factory police car. And where do you guys want to go next? Yep, that was a factory police car. No motor in it, but it was a factory police car. Edsels, okay. Let's see, we're not close to any of them, but we can start working that way over there because there are some Edsels over that direction. So anyway, I've got 170 is the only thing I've got in 68 to 72. Pappy's here. There is some newer stuff that shows up here. This facility actually, you know, and I don't know if some of you guys know the whole story. This facility was actually, up until 2011, a normal, regular, late model production salvage yard. There wasn't any, in 2011, there wasn't anything in here really earlier than the mid-90s. When I bought this facility, hey, there's Randy. They smashed everything in here. I think there were 4 cars I bought from the previous owner. He had a pair of Metropolitans because he was thinking about building one. I bought those. And I bought 1 3rd-gen Camaro, and I think I bought 1 Regal from him, a G-body Regal. Other than that, this entire yard was late model salvage. So because of that, I still get calls on some of that stuff. So if I can buy it cheap and it's something I think maybe worth holding on to, I'll keep it. If not, like Toyotas and stuff, they all go right back there to the scrap pile. But some of the stuff, Perry from Connecticut here, just like this Coupe de Ville, for instance, late 80s, early 90s, you know, I'm gonna keep that car. That doesn't seem like it's that old, but I'm gonna keep it. So because of the nature of the beast of what this facility was for so many years, I still get those calls. And some, like I said, a lot of it just goes right back there to the scrap pile. But some of it, if it looks interesting, if I think there may be a future for it, I'll sit her back in a hole and see what happens. El Caminos, Dan, what body style, what year? We're gonna go swing over and catch a few Edsels here shortly, and then we can squeeze in some El Caminos. Exactly, Randy, so that's what you gotta be thinking about. It doesn't seem like it, but that's technically an antique car in almost every state anymore. So, you know, yeah, you still gotta be thinking, you know, Ava, Cheyenne's there again, depends on what we're looking for, Ava. But, so always trying to think ahead. You know, is it worth keeping? Is it not worth keeping? It may sit there for 10 years. I may never sell anything off of it, but you never know, because like we always talk about on here, once they're flat, there ain't nothing any good. So 65, 66, I've got that 166. It's back over that way. We can catch that here in a little bit because we're about 2/3 of the way to the Edsels. So let's get over here to the Edsels and we will note down that 66 El Camino and work our way back that direction after we catch some Edsels. Pickup beds. In fact, almost all these are short beds, except the one F2, F3 bed around the corner and then the dually bed. No problem, Dan. We'll work our way that way here in a bit. F2, F3 bed with gate, square body dually bed, cabs. Yep, that's why we're on, John. That's the whole purpose of we're doing it. It is overcast, it is breezy. That way we're hoping the phone doesn't lock up on us from heat. Exactly, Pete, same thing. One of the Lincolns that just come in. Hope you guys caught the Lincoln auction action the other day. Wednesday night's video. And closing in on a couple of Edsels. That's right, Leo. A lot of people consider this stuff, this definitely works of art. Let's check out a pair of 58s right here, coming up on them. With the famous or infamous horse collar grills. This one, a Corsair. This one, a Pacer. Four-door sedan, four-door hardtop. So yeah, we've got a few Edsels around here. I've got 2 or 3 more 58s and 159. No 60s though. Sounds good, Ava? Yep, I was excited about that, John, definitely. Austin's with us, rolling through Good Guys Des Moines. Yeah, those grills are great for that. Dalton's here with us. Okay, we're gonna start working our way over towards that 66 El Camino. I'll keep an eye on the comments. You guys keep letting me know what you want to see. We'll get them on the list and we'll work that direction. So, like I said, I hope the wind isn't too bad. I'm hoping that the external mic is helping with that. This is kind of cool. A Clipper Custom. Hey, there's Big Rig Brett. Oh, perfect. No wind noise. Awesome. That was a green Vega wagon, yes. So we got a little ways to go to work our way over to that El Camino. So we're just going to kind of wander. Perfect. I'm glad because the breeze is nice for me. I'm not burning up. I think it's going to help keep the phone cool. And if it's not bothering you guys, that's awesome. 46 to 48 Fords have a grill shelf for one. I'd like to find an emblem in chrome for. I've got a complete grill. I don't remember how good it is. It's clear back over the other way. We'll keep that in mind when we get back over to the other side. Yeah, a lot of you guys caught the green Vega wagon. That's what it was. There are a couple of, I've got a couple of Vega wagons. I know I've got at least one more other than that one. There's not a lot left of that green one. There's a 68 El Camino. I'm glad that you guys are not hearing the wind noise because it's perfect for me. Nice breeze, not too hot. It's awesome. Boat tails, 75 riv. There are, I think I got 4 or 5 Vegas in here. That's right, Perry Packards were definitely works of art. Big old Jimmy. All right, let's head back this direction, catch that El Camino. Speaking of late model real quick, here's a late model. This car was only literally like a half mile from the yard when the guy called me. But last year or 2 years ago, we had a big windstorm and a tree fell on this thing. I'm definitely getting my steps in today. So like I said, this thing was literally like right up the road. Like I drive right past it 4 times a day coming out here. So I went ahead and bought this, but it's just kind of comical what actually happened to this thing because it got squished. It was a massive tree. Almost back to the El Camino finally. Bottle of Jack and a 2x4. It's going to take a little more than that to fix that one, Leo. And here we are finally back to the 66 El Camino. Factory 6-cylinder car, no motor, but otherwise mostly intact with the exception of a little bit of trim. Buick man made it. So anyway, that one came in a few months ago. Did do a video on it, but basically all this stuff come in recently. It just kind of got dropped back here in the hole. Right below our airplane. Who wants to go up in the airplane? You bet, Dan, no problem. We did a live from that a while back. Anybody want to go up in the plane? Take a look out the window from there. There goes the hearts. All right, what's next? What do we want to see next? What direction we want to go? Randy's ready to go. Up in the plane? We want to go up in the plane? All right, here we go. Let's scamper around Tractor Mike's white. Yeah, Walter's excited. All right. Tractor Mike's tractor collection, at least the portion of it that's here. Let's go up in the plane. All right, obviously this thing has not flown in a long time. You can see the tail damage on it. Still want to get this thing up on the highway, but here we go. Believe it or not, this actually did used to haul passengers. It was used for cargo when it was damaged. It was damaged on the ground. It was just parked, a high wind caught it, spun it into the fence, and damaged the tail. But originally this actually did have seats in it. It did fly passengers. There are, you can tell it did say Piedmont Airlines on the sides of it at one point. Yeah, as we prepare to take off. We walked by your cutlass a little bit ago, Brett. I'm not going to put this thing on a pole. This thing is big. I'm going to get it up on the highway. But when I put the wings back on this thing, we'll go look at the wings here in a minute. It's like a 48-foot wingspan. So here we go, up into the plane. And here we are. Most of the instruments gone out of this. They salvaged what they could. Got one seat left is all. Looking out at the wild blue yonder. No, we didn't walk by the neon. Making it into a camper, it would be a very small camper. But we can look out the window. Depends on which one you need, Ken. No bigger than a billboard. Needs a stereo and some subs. We got all kinds of controls and all kinds of fancy stuff here. I don't know what any of it does, but we got all kinds of levers and knobs, pedals. I actually haven't been up in here for a while. Yeah, it does put new meaning to Airbnb. So there she is from the inside. This is a tail dragger, so it does angle down dramatically. And even more so with the damaged tail. But it is a tail dragger airplane, so this is supposed to how it sit. So anyway, let's back out of here. Because it is steep. Close her bag up. And there it is. 67s, I do not have any 67 four-doors that I would cut up. The only 67 dashes I have left are two-doors. That's true, Matt. So let's swing over here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make it out or not, but there you go. That's where you can see it said Piedmont Air on it at one point. So let's swing back behind the El Camino here. and over to here where the wings are at. So, got to get these back on. But once these things are on, it's like a 48-foot wingspan. So yeah, it takes up a lot of real estate, to say the least. Okay, what's next? I'm kind of forgetting, guys. Remind me. Everybody's having a lot of fun with the airplane. Well, the airplane is actually a ton of fun, so. .46 to .48 Fords, okay? We'll start working our way that direction. We'll head up the road here and hang a right and cut across. And work our way towards .46 to .48 Fords. Studebagers. Ford pickups. Yeah, I've got several Astro vans actually. Dad actually used them, he ordered them for company cars for years, and he always kept them around as kind of a van for the rental, so we've actually got several Astros, and those things are kind of starting to get a little bit of a following. You know, that stuff is, shoot, they quit making them around 2000. That's an earlier one there. That's probably late 80s, early 90s. That's 30 years old. F-350 crew cab. There was not any crew cabs over there. Depends on what year you're looking for. Another Edsel coming up. I didn't know that, Buick, man. A 90, do not have any 90 F-350 crew cabs. I've got a 95 or 96 coming up. Another Edsel though. And there's a crew cab right there. 95, 96. It's a gasser. Ranchero. Glad you're enjoying it, Perry. There's one of the Metropolitans I bought from the former owner. And we'll see if we can cut through this sheet metal here. This is all loose sheet metal. It needs to be restacked and put away. It just hasn't gotten done yet. But we can cut through here heading towards some of those 46 to 48 Fords. Hey, Frank. It's fairly complete. No 70 Monte Carlos at all. There's the 59 Edsel. And getting up to some Fords. Yep, there's the concrete mixer. This is some of the stuff I'm starting to get organized. Shoebox era. 74 grill pickup, okay? I've got a pretty nice one. We can walk back that way here in a little bit. Getting into the 41 to 48 era right here in this section. But I think I've only got one that's got a grill in it. This one right here. Moved some more internationals today. I had this row already here. Got a few more of them moved into the international section. Got a couple of these cabs sat on the backs of trucks that did not have pickup beds on them. That one had a flat bed, so I sat that one on there. This one did not have any sort of bed, so I was able to sit this cab on the back of there. '48 Buick parts. Did you get another Roadmaster, Randy, or what do you got? So I know which one to head towards after we go look at this Ford pickup grill. Yep, no problem, Brett. Hey, Scott's with us. Project 69 to 72 C10. Neil's here. I've got a pretty decent 70 that is in the same area as that 70 Ford pickup we're going to look at the grill in. So we will catch that here shortly. Then go look at some Buicks. Another one of the Lincolns. Have videos coming on all these Lincolns here very soon. Just went and got the last one yesterday. Yep, that's a pretty good 83 Regal. Hey, there's Kenny. Let us know how that works out for you, Randy. More G-bodies. And let's work our way over this direction. Mark 7 Lincolns, including the diesel. You guys remember the diesel Mark 7? Oh yeah, there's Shelly. Okay, getting close to that 70 Ford pickup as well as this 70 C10. Glad you're back, Bill. Hope it wasn't any big deal. This 70 C10 is a pretty darn good old pickup. Half-ton, long bed. I had rust in one body mount and then, of course, rockers and cab corners, and that was about it. Original hubcaps. Not a terrible old truck by any means. And 70 Ford pickup grill. This yellow one's got a pretty nice grill in it. There goes the hearts. Never, Brad, it's hard to say. That changes all the time. Who knows? Usually something that came in recently that I'm all excited about. So anyway, got that one. This one we actually haven't even done a video on yet. I think this is a 71 four-wheel drive F100. And as always, there's lots of parts everywhere. It's one nice thing about pickups. They're easy to store the extra parts in. How nice is the bumper on that Ford? The 70, Matt, it's a good driver. It's got some scratches in it, but it's not beat up too bad. So let's go find some Buicks. I believe that was the next request from Randy. So we'll head up that direction to some of those Buicks. If you said it, I missed it, Randy. Did you get another Roadmaster, or what model are we talking about? So I know where to go. So anyhow, let's cut through this path over this direction, check out some more different stuff. Another one of those Fords coming up right there. We'll swing around it. Another F100. Another Roadmaster, okay. This one I think was a Super. Not a lot left of this particular one, but yeah, 47 Super is what this one was. Which there's some stuff that we'll interchange off of that. But let's head up to where we got some others. More kind of a miscellaneous area where things just kind of started getting dropped and needs to start getting resorted. That was an interesting Galaxy. It was not an Edsel, it was a straight 500. Black. Was it red interior or black interior? Red dash, black seats. So black on black seat wise. Yeah, actually it was black on black. Looks like somebody changed the steering wheel. And according to the VIN, this is a 394 speed car. It's not anymore. It's been switched out to a different engine, an automatic. But that was a black, non-XL 394 speed Galaxy. We're making some headway, Randy, a piece at a time. That's why I just showed you those internationals we've been working on. Matt likes the 64s. Yeah, we've, Balin Wire is a good guys as well. We flew it again here a month or so ago. That airplane thing helps tremendously flying this stuff. And you can see how few weeds we actually have coming up. I mean, the majority of this is all grass, which is great. Get a good base of grass, don't have 6-foot weeds out here. It makes things much, much nicer. There's another little friend right there. We got bunnies all over out here. Copper wire. In fact, just moved an international out of this hole this morning. Moved it over there with the other internationals in that group. Lots more internationals in here that need to be moved, but slowly but surely. What's in here? There's a 47 Super in here, I guess, is all in this group. There's not much left of this. Dad bought this. This is one of the first parts cars Dad bought in the early 80s. This car's been around a long, long time, so there's not much left of it. The Willy Wonka of auto. I guess I'll take that. There's a cool shot. Balin Wire missed the international row. Yeah, we're working on it. There's not a ton up there yet. I'm still working on that area, but got a few more of them moved today. And there's a 47 Roadmaster in this group. Had a tree fall on it as well. Turkey. Randy Ellenberger. And I actually have another 47 Super you guys haven't even seen yet. We'll show it to you real quick because we're going to do a full video on it here soon. But haven't shared this one with you guys yet at all. Full video coming up on this one soon, as well as the 55 behind it. Possibly, Brett, but it's nothing I have time to even think about. Getting that stuff back up and running and drivable is so much more work than what what you see on a video. Sometimes that's days and weeks getting into stuff, waiting for parts, things like that. So sounds good, Randy? All right, guys, what's the plan from here? We're pushing an hour. Do you guys have things you need to get to tonight? Anything else you want to see, check out? You guys tell me. Like I said, these are viewer guided. You guys let me know what you want to see. '73 to '77 F100s, we can catch a few of those. I got an F350 around the corner here, and then we'll catch a couple of other ones as well. There's old Sid the International. The weirdest car in the yard. I'd have to think about that one for a minute. I've had a lot of weird stuff over the years. Can't think of anything really super weird right now. '79 F350. I do not have all of these trucks in one section, so we'll swing by a couple of them as we're out here wandering. Find it, fixing it, enjoying it. There's the Wizard, guys. think this one's a 74 F100. And there's a couple more we can catch that aren't terribly far from here. Since we don't have anything else to go check out right away, haven't had any other comments about what anybody wants to see, we'll head towards a couple more of those Ford pickups as we keep an eye on comments. Chevy love. Jeeps. Two-door, four-wheel drive Cherokee, Grand Wagoneer. We are in central Kansas. One more, another 78 or 79 Ford pickup up here. And there again, really convenient to stack parts in. A diesel love, all right. And there's one more Ford here pretty close, so we'll catch this one real quick. That's Perry, that is a good point. That Mercedes is pretty weird. I hadn't thought of that one. That's a good call, actually. 60s Impala two-door, depends on what you want in there on those. So anyway, what else, guys? Where do we want to go from here? Are we about done? Anything else anybody wants to see? You guys tell me. Like I said, viewer guided. You let me know what you want to see. If we're done, we'll wrap it up. If everybody wants to get to their 4th of Julys, if there's something else somebody wants to see, let me know in the comments, and we'll try to work our way that direction. We've got around 2,000 cars and trucks here on the ground, 20 acres. I've got 7 buildings full of cars and parts, so a lot of inventory. That's why, like we talked about earlier, give me a call if you've got any questions. The number's in the description part of the video. Give me a call after we get done, and let me know what you're looking for. I'll see if I've got anything here that can help you out. So anyway, keep an eye on comments. Have not seen anything for a minute or two. So you guys let me know if a 63, I've got one Super Sport, but it's pretty rough. But we're actually not terribly far away from it, so we can swing over that direction. So don't get your hopes up. It's pretty bad. It's a parts car, that's why it's here. But it is the Super Sport two-door hardtop, and it does have a clean Kansas title. So, but we're not too far away, so we will head that direction and catch that real quick. 80 Cordoba, that I do not have. I know I don't have the 80 Cordoba stuff. Right behind this Biscayne. Like I said, it's tough. It is what it is, but there isn't a lot left of it. All right, what do you think, guys? Anything else you want to see? We're ready to call it, ready to get back to your 4th of July. Anything else you want to go check out? That's what we're here for. We'll give it a few more minutes here for anything else to pop up. It worked out great today. You guys said the wind noise wasn't bothering you. We got it in. And for the middle of July, doing it on the afternoon of the 4th, that's pretty good because usually these phones do not take the heat. And fortunately, we were able to squeeze it in today with the overcast, the breeze, kept everything cool, and we were able to check out a lot of cool old irons. So wait just another minute or two, see if anything else pops up. I don't want to cut anybody off before we go ahead and wrap today. And I think I'll go get me a burger here in a little bit. So the bed on the Love. Okay, yeah, that's not too far away. We're still kind of in that vicinity. We can go walk around that real quick. You bet, Randy. We'll catch the bed on the Love, and then you guys let me know if there's anything else before we wind things down. That Love is an early Love. It's like a 72. So I don't know for sure what year you're looking for, but that's what year that particular one is. You bet, Bill. Glad you guys had fun today. Like I said, keep an eye out for any other last minute comments as we catch the bed on this Love. You bet, Perry. John Sanderson. Which one were you looking at, John? Those are kind of scattered, so I didn't know if there was a particular one that you had seen, John, when you were here for the gathering or not. You bet, Kenny. Okay. I guess, I don't know if you're still here, John. I guess you can give me a shout if we get done if there was a particular one you wanted to see, because I do not have all those grouped together at this point. Yeah, those come out of 2 fleets, and there's a couple of different body styles on those, and they're not all together. So I've got some of them grouped together, but not all of them. That's why I didn't know if there was a particular one that you saw, John, because there's like 20 of them. So yeah, if there was one you saw or something that, or one you were particularly interested in, or a style you were interested in, let me know, and we can sure catch it. But that was a fleet I bought out twice. So, yeah, there's a slug of them. There's no doubt about it. All right. Let me get turned here. If I can get the phone out of the sun a little bit, or I can see comments. Looks like we're getting pretty much caught up on them. And looks like our viewers are starting to wind down as well. So I think we'll go ahead and get ready to probably call it, unless something else pops up, or if there was something you wanted me to show you, John, I'll run over to it real quick. If not, we can go over it later. You can always give me a shout. So anyway, you bet, Gail. So holler at me, John, when you get a minute. We'll try to figure out which one you're interested in, or what you're thinking you're interested in, see if I've got something. And we'll go from there. So you bet, JP. I have a halo. Like right there. That's hilarious. I bet you find a lot of people that wouldn't agree with that. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wind things down. I think I'm going to go find me a burger. We're heading out to Mom and Dad's here after a while, so I think I got my exercise in for the day. You bet, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and hope you had fun. Tell your friends, have them come check it out. As always, give me a call if you've got any questions about anything in particular, and we can get into the details from there. And I hope everybody has a great 4th. Thanks for spending a little bit of it here at the yard, hanging out with all of us nobodies. And we got a new video coming up tonight. Oh, tonight, guys, you do not want to miss it tonight. The members saw it last week, so the members have already seen it. I'm excited about tonight. I hope you guys are going to be excited about tonight. The 1973 Imperial LeBaron with factory sunroof video dropping tonight at 7. The members have already seen it. They know how cool it is. Now the public gets to see it. So anyway, we'll also get a members video up tonight, maybe some Pioneer Village stuff or something like that. And so that's going to be exciting. In theory, we'll be on Sunday night. In theory. Last Sunday, I had great Wi-Fi at the hotel. YouTube was absolutely not cooperating. So we were kind of stuck there. It really wasn't much we could do. It just absolutely wouldn't connect. Tried to connect for 25 minutes before finally just kind of punted and said, we're just not getting anywhere. So, but anyway, guys, you bet, John, that'll work. I guess with that, I guess you guys go enjoy your fireworks, go get you a burger, hang out with your friends, have a great 4th of July. Appreciate you spending a little bit of it here with us nobodies. Stay tuned. That Imperial video coming up in a few short hours. I know you guys, several of you guys have asked about. I bought that thing in March. Finally got a little time to get it cleaned up a bit and get a decent video on it. Never got it running. It's got some wires that need repaired under the hood, but I did hook a booster pack to the cables. It spins over good. I think that old 440 is going to come to life. So I'm excited about that car. I just need to find a home for it. Hey, Matt from Jersey. So that one's going to be dropping tonight for the public. So it's super cool. And we'll get, like I said, we'll get a new members video up tonight. And in theory, we'll be on Sunday. I've got some cool auction stuff, brand new material for auctions for Sunday night. Like I said, went to a swap meet, been to an auction, been to an antique mall, lots of stuff for the past week. So got some cool stuff coming up there as well. All right, guys, I think we'll probably go ahead and call it. No new comments in the last couple minutes about anybody wanting to see anything. So kind of been going over what's coming up as I kept an eye out for any last minute comments about anything anybody want to see, and nothing popped up. So I guess that tells me we're about done. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the video tonight, and sure hope to see you Sunday night on the Interactive Gearhead live chat. Thanks for being here today, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great 4th, and we'll see you Sunday night.